Hello, welcome from the dungeon. I know everybody wants to see me sing, and I will. Don't worry, ladies and gents. But first of all, I want to give you an update on how I do down here. So, first of all, we have the sports. Look how organized I am. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about a raise. We have the science. We have the electronics. We even have the crafts and the arts, and we have the performing arts. Just about to get started on the office supplies down here. I'm going to finish that today. Finish everything else by Monday. We're all stocked up. We're ready for the summer. We're having a great time down here. So, in order for you to have a better day at the office, I know you're all bored up there in the bomb shelter. But to lighten your day, I found this really good beat on the internet. It ends rather abruptly, but don't worry about that. So we'll play that in the background. We'll have my soulful voice singing over top. And I just want you to think. Just close your eyes. Imagine where you are. Your perfect place. Because that's where you're going to go. That's how beautiful my voice is. So I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Here we go.
When I walk on by, girls be looking like always fly. I pimp to the beat, walking on the street, I'm the freak guy. This is how I roll, animal print skin out of control. It's a red food with a big afro, just like
So Scott, where are we headed to right now?
We're headed to my personal favorite place, Walmart. We spend a lot of money here. They're among our best sponsors. I personally like to call them a little nickname. I like to give them as Wally World. Just this thing me and Walmart have. It's really nice. We're picking up candy today. And I feel that's the most important part of camp. It really makes the camp run. If I had to give an analogy, I'd say it's like water to a human being. If the camp doesn't have candy, the camp doesn't survive. Just like if a human doesn't have water for 3 days, it doesn't survive. I like to make that analogy because it's very similar, and I would say it's along the same lines of importance. How you doing?
So how many trips to Walmart for candy do you make every day?
Every day? I'd probably say 2 or 3. 2 or 3 trips a day just for candy.
Just for candy?
Just for candy.
So how much candy do you think the kids eat? How much candy do you think the leaders and instructors eat?
In terms of an Olympic swimming pool or in terms of kilometers or kilograms?
Whichever means of measurement you find the most comfortable.
Well, I've done the math. Usually I go home and I just make sure that how much candy I've taken and how much money I've spent. But if my math is correct, this summer we are going to fill approximately 17 Olympic-sized pools worth of candy.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes, absolutely.
So you just picked up some treats for the staff now too, Scott. Tell us about that.
Well, the staff. The instructors, I like to say, are basically like children. They need sweets in order to even get through the day. If they don't have their sweets, it's not a good thing.
So Scott, you paid for all of this with your corporate credit card, right?
Yes, everything goes on the credit card. Is this off the record?
Yep.
Well, sometimes I go over the credit limit for the month.
Really?
Yeah, so
What do you do then?
more times than I'd like to admit, I put it on my own debit card.
Really?
I haven't told Kevin or Nicole that. I just know that without the candy, the camp wouldn't run. So I feel it's my personal obligation. Awesome. Thank you very much. I found everything. No problem at all. The kids will be very happy. Thank you so much. Hey Nicole, it's Scott. Good, how are you? Awesome. I'm just coming back from Walmart. Just got quite a few bins of candy and science supplies. I was wondering if somebody from the office could come out in 7 to 10 minutes to help me bring it in. Oh. Oh yeah, totally. I understand Facebook takes precedent over helping me. No, I understand. Okay, I'll see you in probably 15 minutes. Okay, thanks. Understandable. Hi, yeah.
Thanks.
How's everything?
Boy, those bags look heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Don't worry, I got what you needed. I got those napkins or Kleenexes. So, what have you guys been doing? Oh. You're all over your big. I know Ben really needs some. He's my favorite.
This is good music.
So why did you decide to come and work as a supply supervisor?
Well, I felt that. Can you girls please cut it out?
Wow. Show some respect.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to change the system, Ben. I felt that women took advantage of the system too much. There were too many of them, and they ruined everything. For example, they can't even concentrate on menial tasks for more than 5 minutes. That's the stuff that I wanted to change. Their small brains cannot even handle being able to close their mouths when they look at people. They can't dance. Their laugh annoys me completely. Those things, Ben. I wanted to change the system.
Okay, perfect.
I wanted to make the world a better place. I wanted children to be able to go to a camp and not be worried about little things like having pencil crayons or having balls thrown at their face. As a man.
Get out of here! I want to go home. This is the worst.
Get
Honey, it's me.
better.
Will not. Ben, was that you? It was the camera, guys.
No, it wasn't me.
Somebody just knocked my camera on the floor.
So what do you guys think of Scott? What do you think of the job that Scott's doing? What do you think of Scott Flintoff?
He's awesome. Yeah. He's awesome. Who's awesome?
Oh, hey Scott, thanks for all the supplies. Have a wonderful day. Awesome, thanks guys. We're just going to my personal office. We're going into the supplies room.
Okay.
So this is where the magic happens. This is where a boy becomes a man. So at the beginning of the summer, this place was a disaster zone, and I put it upon myself to make sure everything was organized according to numbers. So as you see, four, that was according to more of an acting class, and 3 was the bin in which it was, so 4.1, and it was all the way up to 4.15. So we had everything up to 9, and 9 was miscellaneous items, and their bins as well. So everything was good up until the point where it got out of control.
At a certain point during the summer, this room became just a disaster zone.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that and why that happened?
Did it ever? I'll never forget it. It was in such good condition. I kept it so perfect, but then things got out of control, and I have to only blame myself. I was working 12-hour days when I should have been working 14-hour days. I was driving 80 kilometers when I should have been driving 100 kilometers back and forth. I shouldn't have been stopping for red lights. All those things I put upon myself. I can't blame anybody else but me. And that's what happened. This place was a disaster zone. There were papers everywhere. There was garbage all over the place.
So what do you think of Scott Flintoff?
Scott, he's like the best person ever in the office, to me at least right now, because he got like all our instruments, we broke 2 of them, and then he just went and got us new ones, and he's been dealing with all this craziness that we keep like asking him for. We ask him for candy and paper and pencils, and he just gets everything. It's fantastic, I think.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hey.
You need anything?
Yeah, I need 3 toothpicks immediately.
Like right now?
Right now.
Okay, I'll get as many as I can. Fast! When I go to bed at night, and I know I did a good job, that's it. That's everything. That makes my day so much better. And the stress, like water off a duck's back. It's unbelievable. The feeling you get when you bring those toothpicks to science camp, there's nothing like it. Winning the 100 meters, that's nothing. When you bring not 1% milk, but the right percentage of milk,
Okay, it's still cold.
no thanks. My personal philosophy is if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. And I bring that to the job right now. I need to make sure that the cats person has the t-shirts they have. I need to make sure the soccer guy has enough soccer balls. He has enough hula hoops. I need to make sure Pool View has all the pencils and the deck of cards that they do need. Because I need to make sure the kids are having fun time. I need to make sure that the instructors are ready and they're going to have fun. I feel that my position is the most important position in the entire office. I'm not saying that to be arrogant or self-centered. I just know that without me, the day just doesn't happen.
So where are we headed to now, Scott?
We're headed to the lunchroom right now.
Because it's your lunch break, right?
It is my break. Yeah, this is the break I usually take. So, off the record again.
Right, yeah.
Usually what I like to do during my break is I want to volunteer my time with the lunch staff. I love providing food to the kids. That expression of joy, you don't get the same thing. Like firefighters pulling cats out of trees, not the same thing. Providing kids with lunches, that's living.
Scott, thanks for all the volunteer work you do. The kids love it. It's a great time. Everybody's having a lot of fun. So, you know, what you do means a lot to the kids and it means a lot to us as well.
Thank you so much.
We'll go along.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Scott.
Very nice to meet you. What would you like to drink?
White milk? Absolutely.
Right away. There you go. Have a great lunch. Perfect.
Hi guys, how are y'all doing? Hi. Good. How was your food? Was it delicious?
Was your meat tender? Was the juice juicy?
It was great.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Scott, you're the bomb.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Have a wonderful day.
Scott is fairly awesome. He gets all the supplies you need, which is pretty great. And he's kind of funny sometimes.
Hey.
That's all.
Omar, I just wanted to make sure that you have all your supplies.
Indeed, I do.
Perfect. I was also wondering maybe your kids would like some Hot Kid Toddler Mum strawberry flavor.
It's like really hot.
To all the fans in the stand. You have to share.
I think Scott's job's a little too much for him. I think it stresses him out sometimes, and maybe it affects his,
What kind of?
mental.
What are you seeing? What's the evidence of this that you're seeing that he's being affected mentally?
I think it's slowly tweaking him out a little bit. I think he's going a little.
A little crazy, a little off the deep end.
So when did the vandalism start? The vandalism started approximately July 22nd.
Okay. So what happened?
Well, I walked into the office one day after a very productive day of buying supplies for everybody, making sure that their camp ran appropriately, and I was met with my desk having basically all the furniture in the office put on top of it. That's what happened.
Okay. So what was your response to this?
Is straddling.
This is getting inappropriate.
Oh my god! That's like 3 points. You just said Australian ball.
You were taking all of them.
One new voice message. New messages. 1. Send a message. 2. You have no old message. New messages. First message.
This is the Mole. For your information, Scott Flintoft, writing in one catalog that you are seeking help in uncovering the identity of your tormentor, and that in the next catalog consulting myself for cooperating with your request leaves you looking both confused and weak. Scott Flintoft. Despite your failings, I am still willing to cooperate for a price. Please deposit in my mailbox some delicious Hershey's cookies and cremate Reese's peanut buttery cups or Tim's gift card. Once I have secured your payment, I will provide you with a name and a lead.
Approximately 2 weeks ago, I received a note. I'll read it out to you. Hello, Scott Flintoft. I am the Mole. I have information pertaining to the identity of your tormentor. However, my cooperation will cost you more than $15. I await your offer.
So what were your initial thoughts on this, Scott?
My initial thoughts on this were similar to George W. Bush before and after the terrorist attacks. What he had to say was something similar to this. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We never will negotiate with terrorists. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. That's what went through my head. Because I think of myself more like a president than a supply supervisor.
Okay, so you've just received a new communication. So what are your initial thoughts here?
My initial thoughts are this. 1. Technological help was given. I don't feel this mole is smart enough or clever enough to do this by his or herself.
So who would have the technological know-how to give advice in this kind of situation?
My first guess was Ben. Second, Ashton. We'll continue this later.
Hello. Hey, Kevin, do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
Thanks. Okay, no problem.
Like, I can take it home and just go back to us.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm great. Thank you.
Do you need anything?
You guys wait out there.
Do you need anything?
No.
Candice, do you need anything? Shopping. To help everybody out.
I'm fine, thanks, Scott.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, you're awesome.
Chelsea, do you need anything?
No, thank you, Scott.
Okay. Does anybody need anything? Okay, have a wonderful day.
You're forgetting something.
I just feel like you
throw things in my face, and you know how I feel when I get stressed.
Anyways, you're not supposed
I don't want to stop asking me questions like that.
to. Hey, keep Calgary St. Peter.
I don't. I already asked you nicely.
You're trying to give stuff back that I've given you as a gift?
No, I just, you know how I get when I'm stressed.
I'll have it.
Dude,
Scott, can I have it?
thanks.
Scott, I need
Mackenzie.
something.
Chelsea, have a wonderful day, okay?
I think the person who's playing pranks on him is completely fabricated in his head because the stress has just gotten to him.
So Scott is his own prankster.
Absolutely. I have never seen these said pranks done. In fact, Scott's desk always seems in perfect condition. I don't know what he's talking about. I think that he's completely imagining it and he's completely lost his mind.
So Scott, what happened this morning?
This morning?
Or just start talking.
This morning.
Sure,
You wanna know
yeah.
what this happened this morning?
What happened this morning?
Another case of Lisa Lynn and Clark McHugh messing with my desk. I'm sick and tired of it. I've already called them to the courts. I've already told who I need to tell to get them to trial, and they're already pulling this stuff.
What do they
Look
do?
at it.
Hey, I'll be back again, guys.
I warned you. Tea time. What does tea time mean? I don't even know what tea time means. So what we have here, I'm watching enough CSI to figure out something. So this is put into most kind of like a pentagon thing.
Pentagon,
So
okay. Sign of the devil.
pentagon, sign of the devil. So the interesting thing here is that it says do not cross. Do not cross the devil, I'm going to assume what that means. There's also orange and white. Now back in the 16th century, orange and white used to describe the rise of good over evil. However, because it's been wrapped around within the sign of the devil, I would represent myself as the good being consumed by the evil. So what they're trying to convey is that there is no way for good to win in this match.
Wow. Okay.
They warned me about tea time. Now, I'm going to do a little history lesson for you right here. Tea was invented in India. So when the British took over India, they used to say, the people in India, they used to say tea time was like D-Day. And D-Day, that was a big moment in Western civilization. Tea time was a big moment in Indian civilization.
So this is like Indian D-Day.
Indian D-Day
Yeah.
is what I'd have to say with all my information and knowledge that I've picked up throughout my life. So D-Day is coming, and there's no chance for me to win.
Wow.
I beg to differ.
That was instant.
Oh, there's a hair on here.
What do you mean?
There's a hair.
What do you mean?
There's a piece of hair
What? Let's see.
on here.
Let's see. Hold it up to the camera. Oh my god. What color is the hair? What color is the hair?
It's a light brown, if not blonde color.
No, listen. Do you have any Ziploc bags? We need to. This is important. This is really important.
We're going to the wine gum.
Into the wine gums.
That's the same color as your hair, Scott.
My hair's shorter than this.
What the?
See, it goes way longer than mine.
Yours, yeah, that's way longer. Okay, I can verify that's not Scott's. It's longer. Pluck your hairs, Anna.
Why?
We're referencing this hair with. This is what you're gonna have to do. Is you're just gonna have to go and
My
like.
hair is too many different colors. You won't be able to.
No, you
I've got thick hair.
No.
I warn you. I warn you. Tea time. What does tea time mean?
You're just being mean.
Where to go?
Tea hallway? What's gonna happen to my tea hallway? They can't be messed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Alright, Ben, here's the moment of truth.
This is it.
No!
Yes, will do. Speechless. You're speechless, huh? On like the scale of escalation, like where is this? Like how close to home does this hit?
If you're listening to me, it's on. How much time? How much time does this take, Ben?
I don't know. Follow the rabbit trail or whatever. Down the rabbit trail hole.
I think the master plan.
Because you have a plan, right?
I did. But like every good story book hero, it can't be easy.
No, it can't be
It's
easy.
never easy. It was too easy before. Now God, Jesus, Muhammad, Shiva, Moses, Scientology's God, they're all looking down upon me and asking me what I can do, how I can help myself.
So God is asking you, what can you do to help yourself? And what are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is kind of like Noah's story of the ark.
How so?
I'm here to rid the world of the pesticides that exist in our society today.
Not sure which version of the Bible you were reading.
It's a modern version.
Okay. So you think Noah's the religious figure that you're the most
That
like?
I am trying to be. I'm going to rid the world of the evil. Like we talked about the pentagram.
The pentagram, I agree.
They're representing themselves as a new world order. An order that we, as law-abiding, civilized people, cannot accept, cannot defend.
I think the polar opposite of order is probably chaos.
Chaos.
And
Chaos
what do you
theory.
represent? What do you represent in this fight, do you think? You
I
represent
am order.
And what does all of this represent to you?
This is chaos, Ben. This is absolute disregard for the institutions that we have in place to keep you people safe.
What kind of a person would pick chaos over order? Why would they do this?
Various figures throughout history.
Like?
Osama bin Laden.
Right.
George W. Bush.
Okay. Controversial, sure.
Hitler.
So, okay, Osama, George W. Bush, Hitler, alright.
The guy at Safeway yesterday who refused to give me a discount. All those people have something in common.
What do they have in common, and what makes them different from you?
They want to see the world burn.
Sorry, could you repeat that while looking at the camera? And
some people just want to watch the world burn. But this person or people, I think it's people.
So you think it's more than one?
I do think it's more than one.
So why do you think that?
You know what I'm going to do, Ben?
What are you going to do?
This is martial law.
Martial
You ever heard
law?
of martial law before?
Yeah, it's a free-for-all. What's going to happen? What's martial law mean to you and to this camp?
Martial law means to me is that people aren't getting supplies until they tell me what they know.
Wow. Sanctions, huh?
Sanctions.
Sanctions.
Against everyone and everything in this camp.
No candy for the children.
No candy for the children.
That's going to make it hard for people to do their jobs, don't you think?
Don't care.
You don't care anymore?
I just, you know what, Ben? I played nice.
You did, yeah.
I played nice. I let people say, hey, so, you know, let me know what's going on. I don't need to hurt anybody. Nobody's children needs to get killed. Ben, there's a saying that my city once said. A city that I was proud of. A city I used to care about. They said, it doesn't matter how big you punch. Doesn't matter if you fall down in a fight. What matters is you get back up. You dust that dirt from your bootstraps. You pull those bootstraps up and you pick yourself up and you win. That's what happens. It ain't the bark of the dog, it's the bite of the dog. It's a dog who's willing to give that inch every second of that fight who's going to win the fight. The inches we need are everywhere around us. And am I going to take that inch? Am I going to allow that person to have that inch that I've been dying for? No. That inch is mine, just like every other inch is mine. I'm tired of playing Mr. Nice Guy. Today I start becoming the guy.
The guy.
Not a guy, the guy. I feel like I've been taking the high road too much with these people. Because what's happening now is that they're multiplying.
They're multiplying.
They're like bugs. They're
vermin.
Like mice. They're like rats. Every single one of them. That's what they are. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't make these people out to be more than they are. They are just people who are incapable of doing anything of productivity to society. They are incapable of being a father, a mother, of any circumstance. Soon.
So what do you think about Scott Flintoff?
Scott is the worst person I've ever met in my entire life.
Why would you say that?
I hate him.
Why?
Have you met him?
I've met him. Everyone seems to love him except for a few people, and you're one of them. So what about him just makes you hate his guts?
His face.
Just his
hate
face?
his face.
What
I
about
look
his
at
face?
And it is just disgusting. It's a disgusting face.
So who do you think is the person that's actually like vandalizing and like doing all that stuff?
I think it could be anyone, because I know everyone hates him.
Really?
Everyone hates Scott.
Everyone hates Scott.
Yes.
So do you have any message for the vandal? Do you have a message that we should give the vandal?
Good job.
Good job?
Good job. I'm very impressed.
Numbers, room allocation. Scott has comm logs that he's made. And
I haven't made any of those comm logs.
oh, that's the back one. Scott the third.
I'm the third. My dad's Scott and my grandfather's Scott.
My mom is a Carrie and my grandfather.
So, what's wrong with Scott's desk, honestly? Like, it does its job. So, what's your complaint about it?
I didn't have a complaint.
Yeah, you did.
No, something was different.
And what's your complaint about Scott's desk?
There's no decorations.
So, sorry, we just missed that. What did Chelsea just say?
She said something big is coming Scott's way.
Really?
Those were her words.
It happens
I heard
all
them.
the time.
Sorry.
It happens all the time.
Tell
Chelsea,
him what you told
what
me.
did you just say?
Tell him what you told me.
Lies.
Lies, right? I guess we just misheard her, right?
You deny the truth.
You were the search element.
Okay, try that bias one more time.
So wait, why is, I don't understand. Why did Scott start it by just like playing a little joke on you or whatever?
Scott started it all.
What do you mean?
Because he stole my phone, he hid it in your Kleenex box.
Because I was in on it. Quick, use my Kleenex box.
And then it ran from there.
Then
How
it
does that
ran from
escalate
there.
into this?
You started the whole war. And everyone else is finishing it for you. You have been defeated.
Yeah, right. Good one.
You've been defeated.
We'll see.
This is an official police investigation.
You're police now?
Yes, I am the law.
Scott is the law. look into his eyes
Yet so
and
many
see
people
justice.
are above you.
Name 7.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The good Lord.
Other than the good Lord, Barack Obama, the bald eagle, the stars and the stripes, Alaska, and the wonderful state of Hawaii. The only things above me.
That's still 7 things above you.
But they're everyone.
He's a mere man.
I'm above you.
That's sexual harassment.
Yep.
Hello, Nicole speaking.
Hi Nicole, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay.
Only okay?
Yeah, you know the pranks that have been happening at me lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know about them, eh?
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing.
It is disappointing. I'm just curious because you like a positive work environment, right?
Absolutely.
And you consider yourself the boss, right?
Well, pretty much.
Pretty much. It just kind of hurts me that you allow this kind of stuff to happen.
Allow it to happen.
Yeah, it definitely seems like you're allowing this kind of stuff to happen.
Well, I don't know how I would make it stop.
Well, you keep laughing at my misfortune, and overall, it just seems like you're helping the process along.
Oh, you're very mistaken.
I don't know. This is not a happy work environment, Nicole.
Are you lodging a formal complaint right now?
I am not even a complaint. This is principles. This is philosophy. Occupy MRU kids.
You're fired.
Awesome.
As employees working here, how do you feel about this whole situation?
I feel like Scott has deserved everything that he's gotten.
He's a bad, bad man.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
Oh no. $20 in one of the balloons.
Okay, so talk about the balloon prank. What was that?
Oh, the balloon prank happened on approximately August 20th.
Absolutely.
19th.
Okay, what happened?
Walked in again, and there were all of these movable walls placed around my desk. And some of them were taped together.
All right.
Inside were approximately, I would say, 50 or so balloons.
Okay.
Inflated to their maximum. As well, there were pictures of a young David Hasselhoff in next to no clothing, plastered all over my desk and the walls.
Did that make you feel uncomfortable?
Very uncomfortable.
So what do you have in your hands, Scott?
What I have again is I have a balloon and there's a note inside it.
Okay.
I have a pen, and I am deathly afraid of popping balloons. So this is going to be so much fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate the sound.
Okay, Logan, you will see you tomorrow. Do you want to leave your comment up here at one of our desks? I can take a jacket.
What does it say?
Getting closer.
So
now handwritten analysis is necessary.
All right.
I feel like I've seen this printing before.
This printing, because this is the newest note, right?
Yeah.
And this is all of the notes that you've received so far, right?
Correct.
I think the G's are pretty similar with those two.
Oh, look at the G's. Look at the G's.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the G's.
No one does G's like that. So, these are all the same person. Okay, so we've got one person here. But what about these three as compared to the other information you have here?
I feel like this is very artificial writing. It's not the way that person would usually.
Why do you think someone would make an effort to change their style of writing?
Because they know I'm on the case, and they know things are getting serious. They're trying to change. They're evolving. But as everything evolves, something devolves. As Isaac Newton once said, for every motion, there's an equal and opposite motion. So, As they evolve in printing, they devolve in not being able to hide themselves. So I'm going to play on that, and I feel...
What's the next move, Scott?
Martial law.
Everyone suffers equally.
Just watch me.
Yeah. So game plan. Let's go, Scott.
The person we're looking for has a large inflated ego. What we have to play on is their ego. I need to make sure that, you know what, this prank wasn't really all that good. I got something in the works right now. This person's not very intelligent, not very self-sufficient. I'm not even sure how he evolved past the Stone Age. Here we go.
And it's not into
But she gets in on Monday, what time? 7:30?
Monday? Yeah, everyone.
So, it's highly likely that if we catch her at 7:30, try not to interrupt the take. Can I see your keys? You don't have any other keys? No.
It's an office key!
Yes, obviously.
You okay there?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a Noah Atkins?
Nope.
Okay.
Someone does, yeah.
So the main problem we've been having is there's a certain time block where they strike that we don't account for. Chelsea gets here at like 7:20 in the morning.
Yep.
She unlocks the door. Nothing happens while she's there, right?
Correct.
Whoever's in the latest locks up and leaves.
Yes.
And we just don't know. It's not any of us. We all have alibis. Like, people were suspecting me today, but I had solid alibis yesterday.
Yeah.
The only one who's a little bit shady is Anna. But
Yes.
let me give you a different scenario.
Please.
So we've got a bunch of returners. Am I right?
Yes.
What if one of these returners was in on it? What if Amy Lynn had her key
Yes.
from last year?
Yes.
What if Amy Lynn has her key from last year? She's here 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Just, it's a free time. If she had her key from last year, open up, do whatever she wants.
That's what I was thinking. We have another idea.
What's that?
Kelly and her soccer friends might have been the ones to blow up the balloons.
So I think I've been filming your neck this week. Okay.
I like the Amy idea. I always have liked the Amy idea. How she would write.
That's exactly how she'd write, huh? Wait, you mean like that's how she'd talk?
Yeah, that's how
You could imagine it in her voice.
Yes.
Wait. No, it's so much better that
So, you have information about Amy. Would you like to share it?
Yes.
So what would you like to tell us?
Well, at the start of the summer, Amy came in, ran into the office, and she said she still had her key from last year. And she wanted to try it and see if it worked.
So, did you see that happen?
I did.
So she had the key.
Yes.
Did it work?
Yes.
Is there a reason you wanted this tip to be anonymous?
I don't even think I said I wanted it.
Amy is the person writing the notes. I had a pretty good suspicion Amy was writing the notes. But Amy wouldn't go that far.
No.
It was Amy writing the notes.
But not all of the notes. She's not the one writing all the notes. The person who wrote the note on your computer is someone different.
I think that's Kelly. Yes! We're getting somewhere.
What about me?
You're doing it. You're part of it.
It's not me. I didn't do the notes or this prank.
I know.
Because I have alibi. I didn't do it. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from me?
Who did the yarn one? That yarn was really good too.
I had the idea, but I didn't tell anyone. I was gonna do it to your desk.
What do you mean you had the idea? What's that supposed to mean? Who'd you share that with?
And then
Anna?
and then Leah.
Wow.
And you.
Really? I don't remember that.
And Nicole.
Anna.
Everyone in the office but
What
Scott.
might tell Kai.
Okay.
I think Kai. That's kind of like Kai and Anna's kind of thing. Could you state your name for the record?
Michelle Jones.
And what is your relation to Kai Seltner?
I am the instructor and he is the leader in Magical Adventures Camp.
Awesome, thank you. Would you say he's a nice guy or a bad guy?
He's pretty awful.
Yeah, interesting. So, on the night of Tuesday, October the 6th, what did you see?
I actually didn't see it, but he came to class bragging.
Bragging?
About doing something to your desk.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Why do you say that to Scott? Don't you think Scott is smart enough to kind of understand what's going on?
I don't think Scott's smart enough to understand it.
Could you? What did you just say?
Wait, what?
What?
I'm not smart enough. And you're the criminal mastermind?
I just got myself one, didn't I?
Okay, so do you think that it's Kelly who is responsible for the pranks against Scott?
Well, on the day that she got me with the onion prank, she told me that she got me almost as good as she got Scott. So yes, she is responsible.
And this happened the same day as the balloon prank.
The exact same day.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you very much. Good luck recovering.
Would you consider yourself a hip-hop
I'm sorry, can I ask why are we being recorded?
It's
It's a
it's police investigation.
Police investigation. Everyone.
So is this evidence? Or
guess so.
are you using it?
Did she lose her
I
job or
prefer
what?
from the stance.
Using this as evidence? Because I demand a copy.
Are you, sir? Are you even a real lawyer?
Are you?
How did you even get it? You were naked 20 seconds.
Harvard Law works that fast.
All right, let's carry on.
So you're a hip-hop fan? Notorious B.I.G.?
I like the classics.
Do you like classic? Would you consider Jay-Z a classic?
No.
No? But you have heard of his song with Kanye West.
Yeah, what is it called again?
The song about Paris.
I don't know. I think I can't remember the first part
Could
of the
you
song.
sing the first couple lyrics of the song, please, sir?
Pardon me?
Could you please sing the lyrics? Just two jog
Yeah.
lines, man.
I'm not going to
Scott, where are we going with this?
So,
Scott, I believe you're floundering. Are you flustered?
What's the first word in that song? Can someone tell me, please?
Do not answer that question. That is a trap.
this song has to say, what this has to say?
It gets the people going.
Thank you. So, as a Will Ferrell fan, as a hip-hop fan, you would know that Will Ferrell says that in the song Blank in Paris. It gets the people going. Pardon me?
Refuses to answer?
Scared of the question, or?
No, it just doesn't like your tone, and really that shirt's not doing it. You get it? I'm sorry.
If you want to sign a piece of paper saying that you're guilty,
Sign nothing.
I can promise you that you will be treated with respect and your punishment will be determined less.
I'd like to see that in writing.
I'd also like to have you work on your grammar skills because that
Aren't you a teacher?
sentence didn't make sense.
Aren't you a teacher? Like, isn't that what you're doing?
I am a cop.
You're sure about that, sir? Can I see your badge?
Officer
Can
of
I
the
have
law?
your badge number, please?
Kelly, just one more question. Are you before care?
Yep.
Would you ever show up earlier than before care, or do you usually just show up right on time?
Hang on. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Some days you show up late then?
Nope, I'm always on time.
Always on time or early if you have to be? Interesting. So when you're early, have you ever been into the office?
I don't have to answer that.
I usually stop at the office for I go to work every day.
Interesting. So you would have time.
We could have you thrown into the brig for that. Stop
You
it.
next time not to do it.
That's because I am a man of the law. I'm not allowed to hit.
You think I get 50 points if I can get down a shirt?
This is assaulting police officer. This is completely unprofessional. This is unprofessional.
Are you gonna cry?
Thank you. That's all the questions we have for today.
So Scott, you're about to leave. You're not here on Friday. Could you describe the development that has just taken place?
I just got to say this is a great day for justice and order.
Why do you say that?
Because finally, people who are taking advantage of this system that we've created in order to make people not be afraid to get out of their house at night.
Right.
Freedom.
That's what this is all about.
What does freedom mean to you?
It means being proud, being a patriot.
Being a proud American.
Being a proud American.
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
And people like this, they're not like us, Ben.
No, they're not.
Leah, they're not like us.
Absolutely not.
These people do not believe in liberty. They do not believe in justice. They do not believe in the rule of law. You know what they believe in?
What do they believe in?
Chaos.
Yeah.
They believe in killing innocent people. They believe in stealing things from people without asking. They believe in cheating on tests. They believe that orange is the best color. They believe that basketball is better than hockey. Those kind of people cannot stand.
Wow.
These kind of people should not be allowed on the streets.
I agree.
These people should be locked away and never given a breath of oxygen again.
There's a storm.
That's what I have
There's
to
a
say.
storm coming for these people, isn't there?
There's a storm coming, and it's named Tropical Storm Scott.
How did you come up with the idea for a trial?
Well, I felt that trials are always a very important part of the judicial process. Law and order is a must in any society. For any society to function, people need to respect the law and they need to abide by order. I personally think that I am both law and order. I think of myself as a judge, and I think of myself as a jury, and I think of myself as the victim. How, you may say? Well, I feel that I should become involved with every portion of society rather than just one.
So what do you think about the trial then?
I think the trial is going to end up sending Scott to the institution.
So are you scared for him, or do you think he deserves
worried
it?
for him. No, I don't think he deserves it. I think that he needs help because clearly the job's just got to him. It's just too stressful, and he needs some help.
All rise! President Gilbert presiding!
Everyone rise again, please, for the singing of our national anthem. Can you up the vol?
All rise to the national anthem!
And bright stars through the
Scott Flintoff will now give his opening statement.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or would you let it slip? Now I know my palms are sweaty, my knees weak, my arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater, on spaghetti. I look nervous, but on the surface, I'm calm and I'm ready to drop lawyer bombs. But I keep on forgetting what I wrote down. The whole jury, they grow so loud. I open my mouth, but the words are not coming out. You're thinking I'm choking now. Yeah, he's choking out. Clock's up. Trial's over. Yeah. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No. As most of you know, that poem was written by one Mr. Marshall Mathers III. Mr. Mathers III, I feel he summarizes the case quite well. Like every great hero in history, Alexander the Great, Napoleon, Genghis Khan, the women who won the right to vote. Kevin Gilbert. Those people were knocked down over and over and over again. Like myself, I was tread upon, I was disrespected. All of those. And now it's time for justice. These people are going to try and convince you of lies, deceit, and serpentry. All of them. Don't listen to them. You know what justice is. You know what the truth is. Don't be fooled. These people are going to try to perceive me as some egotistical man. This is just for show, all these things. Objection. I say nay. I say nay. This is not the America I grew up in. The America I grew up in was justice, it was ice cream for lunch, it was Skittles for dessert, and we wore sunglasses in the sun. You know what these people stand for? They stand for sunscreen. They stand for warm days when the ice cream melts. They stand for holding so much Skittles in your hand, everything's all monkeys. That's what they stand for. Kai, Amy, Kelly, who couldn't be here. Surprise. You're wrong. What you stand for is wrong. I stand for good, you stand for evil. In the next 15 to 20 minutes, I will prove my case to you. God bless you and God bless the United States of America.
Amy, you may now make your opening statement.
Today, August 21st, 2012, a date which will live in infamy, I was deliberately attacked by the forces of the Empire of Flintoff. No matter how long it may take me to overcome this premeditated attack, I will, through the might of my innocence, win with absolute victory. I believe I speak for the will of all falsely accused when I assert that we will defend ourselves to the utmost. And we will make it very certain that this swarm of treachery never again endanger us. Hostilities exist. Scott exists. But there is no blinking at the fact that it is there's no blinking at this fact. But it is also a fact that with confidence in the true spirit of justice and innocence, I will gain the inevitable triumph. This, if you don't know, is taken from Pearl Harbor. Roosevelt's speech after America was viciously attacked by Japan.
Okay. Opening statement from Kai, please.
I thought it was him next.
He's not accused, he's a lawyer.
I don't know why I'm here. There's some very important questions here that we all must admit. But the first one we have to ask is considering a fellow of us, Chewbacca, who is a Wookiee. And in the sixth episode, if you go by the new type system, third, if you go by the old, is with a bunch of Ewoks. We're all 4 foot tall.
On behalf of Kelly, Omar, please make Kelly's opening statement.
Okay. These are Kelly's written words, and any problems that you have with vocabulary or grammar, take it up with her. Also, her writing skills are lackluster. I, the accused, am very appalled at the injustice shown by the law of this camp. I have been harassed by the law of this camp and have been abused by the law of this camp. And the man filming these happenings. The amount of evidence that has been tampered with to accuse me of this crime is atrocious. I am not guilty and never will be. Scott Flintoff has accused me unjustly. Scott Flintoff has bullied me over the last 8 weeks, and I would not put it past him to pull these pranks upon himself.
Cool.
Just to create drama.
Would you consider Amy a prankster?
Yes. Fun-loving.
So, on the night of Tuesday, August the 11th, what did you see?
Well, I was coming back to pick up my backpack because I forgot it in the office. Because I frequently visit there. And I came upon Amy blowing up a bunch of balloons and stuffing them on your desk.
Really? Can you repeat that for the jury, please?
I came back later to pick up my backpack, and Amy was there inflating balloons, and she was putting them on Scott's desk.
So she was there. Can you please throw up the slide about the key incident, please?
Unfortunately, we're having technical It seems 90% of the video evidence we brought is invalid.
No worries, we have more. So what I'm going to provide you right here is a hair sample that was found at one of the accused sites, and I have one of Amy Lynn's. Calvin, can you please open this? Confidential. It has not been opened yet. Can you read out what you see? Most preferably right here. Wow, I had no idea.
The probability of sample Y being Kai Seltner's hair is 99.9. Repeating.
Give him the wrong
Never give me the evidence.
I've got more. Bailiff, why did you address those wrong? They're correct.
The probability of sample X being Amy Lynn's hair is 99.9%. Therefore, it is statistically proven that these hair samples are identical.
Also, Amy had a key from last year and it still works. If she had the key, she must be guilty. Prosecution rests.
Okay, Amy, you may now rise.
Okay, well, I'm going to defend Amy here. I'm not about any fancy speeches or fancy words to confuse you guys with. I'm all about truth and justice, okay? So I'm going to go through the items that Amy is being accused of and disprove every one. Amy ultimately has been accused of first-degree treason of superior. Now I'm going to ask everyone this dramatic pause. Is a supply supervisor Objection! Overruled.
Unreal.
Destin took against rest.
I rest my case.
Scott will now make our arguments against Kai.
Awesome, thank you.
Should I start off with the one video we have?
Please.
Who do you think is the person that's doing all these pranks and stuff on it?
I have no idea, but I mean, we've got art class here, it's right next to the supply room. So.
Right next to the supply room, right here?
Yeah.
So have you heard, seen anyone suspicious? Did someone come and ask you for your key or something like that?
Someone did this morning actually. I didn't have a key, but they came and asked me for a key this morning, so.
And who was it?
That was Anna.
It was Anna?
This morning.
So Anna came and asked for a key this morning?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
So I don't know.
Fascinating.
Thank you very much.
Can you please throw up the next slide?
The what?
Is that all we have?
I've got nothing. Go Clark, you're gonna interview Clark.
Go right. Okay. State your name for camera, please.
Clark Adam McHugh.
Awesome. And what is your relation to Kai?
Best friends for life.
Would you consider yourself, would you say Kai's trustworthy?
Not entirely. He's got that smile on his face. It means he's thinking about something. He's always going. That mind's going. He's racing. He's plotting against you. He's plotting against justice.
Against justice. Everybody hear that? Against justice. Who likes justice? Raise your hands.
It's justice and cake.
So more than half of you like justice. Also, Kai is, as I've heard recently, sisters with Anna.
Wait a second. No, we got it. Sorry.
Part 2. Anna has a key, and as they are very good sisters, they always share. If my personal experience with my sister is any case, we always share everything, as would be the key. If he had the key, he must be guilty. Prosecution rests.
Once again, I bring up the mighty Chewbacca.
Clark, can you stay on the witness stand, please, for Kelly?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Stay in for the camera.
Clark Adam McHugh.
And what is your relation to the accused?
Another best friend for life.
So you consider yourself friendly?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself intelligent?
Very. I'm a chemical engineer.
Does engineer necessarily mean smart, Ashton? No comment. Clark, can you please tell the jury what you saw that evening, that early morning?
Set us up for Kelly. Set us up for Kelly. I'll describe everything.
As I come into the gym at 6 a.m. every morning to pump the guns.
Can the record show that his biceps are 24 inches wide?
As I was walking down the hallway, I saw the lights on down the hallway to the office, and I said, "Well, why are the lights on? Because no one should be in there at this time." So I peeked my head around the corner to see Kelly, Kai, and Amy in there. They bound me, made me watch them do this malicious prank to one said Scott Flintoff. And, yeah, they balloons on his desk.
On the same day that the balloon prank happened, a small video clip was recorded on the camera and was not unearthed until this week. I will now play that clip for you.
It's me.
They swear because the prosecution sits.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as the court-appointed attorney of Kelly, this is all circumstantial evidence. First and foremost, what are we accusing Kelly for? For being at work on time? There has not been any sort of accusation in the least bit of what Kelly has done. Did she blow up the balloons? Did she hold the door open? There is no evidence proving any of that in the least bit. The clip that you just saw, how do we know that that has not been doctored? How do we know that that's not admission to enjoying...
I'm not smart enough to do any of that.
Scott has accused Kelly of being able to coerce her or blow up all these balloons. Unfortunately, she currently, right now, is at the soccer field, at soccer practice. She plays soccer for 2 hours after the fact. How many of you have the strength to blow up a balloon after 2 hours of soccer? Think of the Tech Academy kids. The Tech Academy defense works. Bam! Law and Order last night. Damn.
Okay. Scott will now make his closing statement. Right time.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard a lot of truth and you've heard a lot of lies. Truth, lies. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, find these people guilty. Get them off the streets. Before it happens to you, your children, wives, cousins, mothers, daughters, grandfathers. Gentlemen of the jury, the defense, prosecution rests. Long live America.
It's either guilty or not guilty. Okay, so is Amy,
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
if Amy, raise your hand if she's guilty.
She works like 3 jobs.
You're the bailiff, you don't know, you're not the jury.
But she has a key.
Raise your hand if Kai is guilty. If Kai is guilty. And raise your hand if Kelly is Kelly, yes. If Kelly is guilty.
Oh.
Okay, so
Wait, I'm not supposed to see if Miss Scott.
Scott. Yeah, it's Scott. Yeah, it's Scott. Scott guilty.
Harper.
Is that majority?
Yeah.
No, Kai's the majority. No, Kai's majority.
Kai's majority.
We have 2 majorities because we're trying.
We'll do it for each person though.
So-
we'll go Amy, not guilty, Kai, guilty, Kelly, not guilty, Scott, guilty.
Mistrial it is.
Speaker for the jury will now speak.
Foreman is the word.
We find the defendant Amy not guilty. We find the defendant Kai guilty of all charges. We find the defendant Kelly not guilty. And we find Scott guilty of all crimes.
What crime? Judge speaks.
The judge speaks. The judge finds Amy not guilty. The judge finds Kai not guilty. And will vacate his guilty verdict. The judge finds Kelly not guilty. The judge finds one Scott from top of professional misconduct.
Thank you, Judge.
Everyone quiet!
Who is now walking towards the dive court. Scott has been sentenced to committing too many pranks in the office and will now walk the plank. He has something he'd like to say first.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. We have fought on the beaches, in the fields, and in the air. We have come together as a people to become something more strong than what we were before we met. At the beginning, we were a scrappy bunch of upstarts, many strangers without direction, and then you all saw me. I brought all of your personalities together, and we became the definition of a true team. However, I cannot take all of the credit. It was your talent that brought us to our true potential. We have fought many battles, and I feel that William Shakespeare said it perfectly when he said, "But we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me today will be my brother forever." We will always have these memories. Never forget them. I truly felt that I was bringing criminals to justice, but I understand that I led the justice system astray. I accept the consequences of my actions because there is no I in team, and a team is what we are. I completely accept what I have done, and that is wrong. I truly accept that we have to allow the criminal justice system to do what it has to do. Even though it was wrong, I accept the consequences of my actions. I will always remember you. You remember me. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Chelsea.
girl? What's up?
That's just so awkward. Gross.
Amanda, how's the day today?
It's wonderful,
Oh,
as
awesome,
always.
stellar. You're a great employee. I'm a great employer. Ready for the performance evaluation?
You betcha, buddy.
Let's go.
So since the trial, how have things been going for you, Scott?
I found my feminine side. I felt that being so masculine and alpha male-ish is just, it just doesn't get you anywhere. I felt that having a good wardrobe, a nice scarf once in a while, really pulls my ensemble off.
Nice.
I feel that pink is my color, and I feel that red goes well with my eyes. I've gotten all these tips from Chelsea and Nicole. Chelsea and Nicole are probably my two best friends. They respect me, they treat me well, and they help me out in whatever things I need. For example, they always get me ketchup whenever I necessarily need it. They know I love tomatoes, and they know I love tomato paste. They know I love Twilight. They know I like glitter on a man's chest late at night. I love all those things, but they know I hate golf. Why? Because it's a man's sport, and I'm not a man anymore. I consider myself more of a hybrid. I feel that since the trial, I've become more humble. I've become a man of great thought and meditation. People are spirits, and spirits are what make the world go round. I feel that the trial for me represented a major turning point in my life, and I feel that I have transformed into something fluffy. I call upon the 99% to rise up against the 1%, the tyranny of the Nicole Carringtons. Occupy, MRU kids!